Shalom Alaikum. Shalom, shalom to my people out there. You heard me? To Yasha Allah. This your boy, Brother Masha. And I want to welcome y'all to another episode on Celestial Insurgents Multimedia. And before I go any further, I'm going to give all praise to the Most High. Allah will not be Yahweh. Abu Nawa, our Father. The father of the black triple patriarchs. That's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And also the father of Yahushua, pre and post incarnate in the flesh. And what you see before you is a video of a black man that's being harassed because he was caught, not necessarily on camera, but he was caught kicking his dog and stomping on the dog. Now, some people know that I do have issues with people who own dogs, because a lot of them will tell you that the reason why I have those dogs is to protect me, is to protect my welfare. At least that's what they say. And I see some Israelites doing the same thing. And with all due respect to them, according to Psalms chapter 18, verse 1 and 3, verses 1 to 3, the Most High is our protector. The Most High is the horn of our salvation. He is our high tower. He is our buckler. He is our shield. Not no damn dog. Because according to the Bible, the dog is actually the most despised animal, the most despised beast of the field. More despicable, more reprehensive, more repulsive than pigs. You dig? At least that's what I gather from that. And okay, I can understand from some perspective that you don't just kick a dog, just be doing it. But when I look at this from a much massive standpoint, first of all, this what you see before you takes place in New York City, and I'm getting pissed the fuck off. Not because the black man kicked the dog, but I'm looking at the outrage of these foreigners. You understand? Some look Italian, some look Spaniard, some look Jewish. You heard me? Some look East Indian, like this dude you seen with the hat on. You heard me? I don't know who the hell he is. I don't know what he is. But I know one thing for sure. You're not gonna see these bitches being objective when you see white police officers making a mischievous and violent and peradventure fatal and lethal pursuit towards a black man. Now, once again, this is in New York City. Now the question is, where was their objectivity? Where was their outrage when Eric Garner was smothered to death by these cracker-ass cops? Where was their outrage? Do you see the persistence of trying to get justice on behalf of the so-called abused dog? You understand? Look at it. This brother is being harassed. Dear brother, these devils, you understand? Whether they white or not, if you ain't black, it's not that they're not black devils, because I teach there's such thing as black devils too. They do exist. Believe that. They do exist. And this brother could be a black devil himself. You understand? Mainly because he has no knowledge of self. More than likely. I don't know. Maybe he does know he's a Hebrew Israelite. I don't know. You understand? But you see this devil here before you, looks like a Spaniard or a Jew. You understand? But he don't strike me as no Israelite at all, because he's not an Israelite, by the way. You understand? He looks like he's Arabic. I don't know what the hell he is, but I know he ain't our people. You understand? I'm sure about that. You know what I mean? I'll be shocked as hell if that is the case. You understand? Because sometimes you just never know. But but I'm sure that he's definitely not one of us. But I mean, look at what you see before you. Look at what you see before you. White people is very, very consistent with their love of animals and put them in a higher platform and a higher pedestal of their priorities. Pardon me, their priorities that deals with caring and taking care of their well-being and preserving and conserving their welfare. But this black man that you see before you, oh, he ain't shit. You understand? He ain't shit to them. He just another savage. And by him kicking his dog, well, that just proves that he's a savage. That proves why we don't like niggas. This is the attitude that these devils is conveying. And this has over 2 million views. This has over 2 million views. Look at this. Look at the interrogation. You understand? But you will never see the motherfucking outrage when it's a black man making a mischievous pursuit towards another black man. They're not gonna do it, man. They're not gonna fucking go to Coney Island or go to what's that, Brownsville, Brooklyn Heights, Bed-Stuy. I think all that's in Brooklyn. You understand? Hell no, they're not gonna go to Harlem. You understand? And try to take preventive action of a brother bullying or trying to kill another brother. Because then they'll make the excuse by saying, hey, look, that's their business. Besides, this dude might have a gun. He might just pop me. I got to protect my own welfare. Now, what if this brother who kicked the dog, who supposedly kicked the dog, I didn't see it, had a gun or had a knife and stabbed the ass? You heard me? What if that was the case? What if that was the case? You understand? What if that was the case? What you gonna say then? You heard me? And you know what? I'm gonna always hate you white people. I'm gonna always hate you non-blacks because of stuff like this, and particularly white people. You know why? Ain't because y'all skin color, or it goes way deeper than y'all just being sulfur enriched. The reason why I hate y'all is because of the consistency of the romanticization of the absence of a moral compass. That's why I don't fuck with y'all. You white devils back in Dallas, Texas, where I'm staying at right now, had a damn vigil. Y'all had a vigil for a stray dog, I believe, that was burned to death, supposedly by another black young man. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. His name was Demetrius Darius Ewan or something like that. Shout out to that brother. You understand? Because I don't know, he could be innocent. I'm not sure. You understand? He could be innocent. I don't know the details. All I know is that back in 2012, these white devils had held a vigil for a dog, and peep this. The dog name is Justice. The dog's name is Justice. There was Justice. When you think about it, the name does suit him well. You understand? Because think about this. The dog, the stray dog, could have harmed someone. You understand? Could have resulted in the death of a bystander. You understand? Matter of fact, last year, an elderly lady was attacked by 10 fucking dogs. Was attacked by 10 dogs and got murdered and killed in Dallas, Texas. I believe it was in South Dallas. Where's the fucking vigil by these white devils? By the same white devils who held the vigil for this thinking ass dog named Justice for this elderly lady. I forget her name. And forgive me if I get her name. But some of y'all know who I'm talking about. And hell, even 2 years after the death of that stinking ass dog Justice, where was the vigil for the brother? I believe he was mentally challenged or something like that, by the name of James Harrison, who was killed by two white cops. You heard me? You see why I have no love for y'all? What happened to the vigil of a black man who was riding a motorcycle who got stopped and pulled over by a cop and got killed in 2010 in Dallas, Texas? But every time a cop kills a nigga, y'all like to bring up the past. They're trying to justify the demise. You heard me? I can't fuck with y'all like that, man. Y'all too irrational. Y'all way too irrational. You heard me? Way too irrational, and y'all so morally corrupt. Y'all so morally corrupt. You understand? I mean, I'm gonna read a couple of scriptures, man. Like for instance, Proverbs 26:11. It says, "As a dog returns to his vomit, so a fool returning to his folly." Now, once again, this is one of many scriptures, man, of the Bible speaking of dogs in such a negative light, a negative connotation. You understand? A negative connotation. You heard me? Exodus chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Yasha'Allah or Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. Check this out. Exodus 22:31. And ye shall be holy men unto me, meaning separate men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of the beasts of the field. Ye should cast it to dogs. Because these scavengers by nature. But the white people love bottom feeders. Because that's who they are. That's who they are. They embody the bottom feeder nature. That's why I love blood so much. They below human standards. Let alone celestial. Ain't nothing celestial about white people. Nothing. You heard me? Nothing. Look at Psalms 22:16. For dogs have compassed me. The assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierce my hands and my feet. So King David amalgamates dogs with the assembly of the wicked. You understand? He amalgamates and consolidates dogs with the assembly of the wicked, not the assembly in the camp of the righteous. And this is just one of many scriptures, man, that brings out the stench of dogs. You heard me? The stench of dogs. And these white people, they have none but love for them. Check this out. St. Matthew chapter 7 verse 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. Once again, was in pigs, the Jordan and Pippin of filth among the unclean beasts of the field. Check this out. But he, meaning Yahushua, said, I'm in St. Matthew chapter 15, verse 26. And he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to dogs. Check this out. Philippians chapter 3 verse 2. Beware of dogs. Beware of evil workers. Beware of the concision. Once again, the parallel, the comparison, not the contrast, but the parallels between dogs and evil and wicked people and people who embodies iniquity. Check this out. Revelation chapter 22 verse 15. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. You heard me? Once again, dogs speaking once again in a negative connotation. But white people have a fucking romanticization towards dogs. This is what white people love. This is what you niggas love. You heard me? This is what y'all love. This is what y'all romanticize. You understand? Now, I wanted to make this short as possible, and that's all I got to say for now about this, man. It's just despicable, bro. It's real despicable and disheartening. I mean, we all suffering the curses, so they ain't nothing new. We all suffering the curses. You understand? So this is to be expected. You heard me? But I'm telling you, if this is not the best time, man, one of the best times to separate yourselves from these devils, you understand? Then y'all will never be wise enough to understand that opportunity is presented right in front of your face to segregate from these people. You understand? Now, ain't nothing wrong with having a cordial conversation with some of them, because I've seen people like Gorilla Hebrew have cordial conversations with them. You understand? Members from other camps. You heard me? Sometimes stuff like that happens. I remember when they had a cordial conversation with this Irish dude on Sunday's platform when Gorilla Hebrew visited them. It was him, Brother Garfield, Divine Prospect, but you know, other than that, man, you heard me? Other than that, there was no reasoning with them. There was no reasoning with them. You understand? No reasoning with them. Because they're not reasonable people. They're not reasonable people. They are built and manufactured to profess in chicanery. You understand? Now, once again, man, this your Ron, your Woody, Brother Masha. And once again, I'm going to give our praise to the Most High. Once again, could never give him enough praise. Could never give sufficient praise, because he is just that beautiful. For everything that he have put in circulation, put in dissemination, and I will never forget it. For those of y'all who are faithful and worship the Most High in spirit and truth, y'all won't forget it either. And shout out to my round Kadar Gabar, Dark Warrior, Black Warrior. Shout out to Brother Enoch Metatron, who now went back to Rising Sun. We're gonna do this video game thing together, bro. Most High willing. You understand? All our video game platforms gonna be based upon truth. Believe that, though. And y'all support the brother 7th Power, because that's the same guy I'm talking about, Rising Sun. Y'all support his channel, 7th Powerful, and make sure you go to one of my older videos on this channel, Celestial Surgeon Multimedia, and check out that video, Hebrew Israelite video game. You understand? I think y'all might find it interesting. And for that, I want to say Shalom Alaikum and peace.